everyone, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to Terraria. Everything is red, and we're all going to die. I'm just kidding, everything is totally going to be fine, and this is no cause for alarm at all in the slightest. But, you know, while the world is ending behind us, I want to go over a couple of things, because it's been a little while since, well, I've uploaded a video, because it takes me forever to get any of this stuff done here. But in the last video, we went off the beaten path and did all kinds of things, but in between, I made a couple of modifications to the base. I added another layer up top, here, so I've got a few more NPCs in. And by a few more, I mean the Dryad, Faye. She's really happy to be here. Why do you have to be so confrontational during a time like this? And of course, from her, I bought some Daybloom planter boxes and Blinkroot planter boxes. Everything is lovely. Also, she sells corrupt seeds. Is that a normal thing during a blood moon? I don't remember. All the NPCs are a little different during blood moons. Yes, bloodbath dye, which is really wild, I suppose. Could be really handy. Hey, there's Lizzie. She's full fox mode right now. Rar, Rue, Danger Me, Wrath. Okay, very nice. Bunny tail, nothing really different here. Hello, Guido. Decor, any fun paintings? Evil presence through the window. That's a new one. Buy a few paintings. I like to keep things decorated here. And you know, I got all these rooms now, so I like to keep things a little snazzy, of course. Everything looks good. But yes, this is a blood moon. It spawns a few new enemies that are probably really not going to be that big of an issue for me right now, all things considered. But there's a couple of things that are really good from blood moons, and I don't know if I can really get any of them right now, but see if I can remember where my stuff is. Okay, I got my fishing rod. Actually, I want to make a Fisher of Souls. I'm not really sure if it makes that big of a difference, but yeah, we're gonna make it, because we can. There's a lot of stuff that you can get from such a thing as the water during a blood moon. Now, fishing is already a thing that I have totally engaged with so much since the start of this series here. A whole lot. There's some interesting things that show up during blood moons. And like I said, I don't know if anything good will drop from them yet, but there's a possibility. There's some things you can, in fact, get. If I can actually get the mobs to show up. You gotta be a little on the lucky side here. Also, I got a Zappinator, if you didn't see that. Really, really nice from the Traveling Merchant, literally the day before tonight, you know, when all hell broke loose. And it's really, really, really good. And I'm gonna show you why eventually. And because it is, in fact, a magic weapon. Yes, right here is a magic weapon. It's, gonna be really good as mage. I think that's the direction that the game is pushing me in as mage. I get it, because this thing is, it's really good. You notice some strange projectiles here, you know what I mean? Like, the things are a little, you know, thing doesn't really quite work so right, you know? It's a little, broken, you know? Yeah, just a little bit. So, yeah, I got that, and believe it or not, I don't know if it was patched, but there is an armor set that makes that really good. Like I said, I don't know if they patched it. There's a chance it might be, and it might not be that good anymore. But for the time being, I'm going to be hopeful. We're probably not going to get the armor set that makes that valuable in this episode, because I do have a plan. I did not intend for a blood moon to show up right now. That really wasn't in the cards. I'm not complaining, because there's a lot of good stuff, like I said, you can get from one. I'm really hoping for the good old piggy bank if I can't get one of the mobs to spawn from the water. I just gotta be patient. This is the super fun and engaging experience that is fishing. I really hope you enjoy this, because this is some really serious high-octane gameplay. Yeah. Really good. But aside from that, though, yeah, has anybody come up with some really interesting base ideas for me yet? I'm gonna continue to upload videos, so don't be concerned if I haven't built anything yet, because I haven't. I haven't quite explored enough of the world to go, you know, okay, here, we're gonna build. I did take a little bit of a look around the immediate area, around my base anyway, and you remember that, mushroom biome that I saw right about down here? Well, it was literally right here. This is where I was when I said, oh, I'm gonna find a mushroom biome, I wonder where it is. And I turned around, and it was 10 blocks away, and I wish that I would have went down there, because had I gone down there, in this chamber alone, from here all the way up, 7 heart crystals, 2 chests, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's good enough a reason to go down there, you know what I mean? They had Hermes boots and everything in it, like it was really nice. If I'd have went there immediately, I'd have had like, what? I don't know, some kind of something. Oh god, look, zombie merman, there it is. That's the thing I'm talking about. And I'm gonna have no problem killing this thing in the slightest. We're gonna actually put the Zappinator down there. Oh, now you're gonna give me a Zombus arm, huh? I have an obscene amount of, mana potions now, by the way. I have a whole bunch of them. 232 to be exact. I guess that's not obscene. I'll probably go through that many just fighting bosses in the late game, but as a mage, you know, there's certain requirements you have for the unlimited power that you possess as the best class in the game. They have to handicap you somehow, you know what I mean? Where did it go? Oh, it's running away. Oh, where did it go? Hello? Did the Zappinator send it off into orbit? Where did it go? There it comes. It's a little bit on the janky side, you know what I mean? It's Zappinators is zappinating. There we go. Hey, Chumcaster. Very nice. That's a good one. Fish up enemies during a blood moon. That's really good to get right away. So yeah, we're gonna use that for sure. Kind of handy. And chum. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, and that increases fishing power, I guess, while it's in the water, I suppose. So here we go. Oh, never mind. He was gonna stop. It's fine. It's all good. I don't know if I have to cast where that is, or if it makes a difference, or if it goes away slowly over time, or is it like per fish that I catch? I don't really understand how chum works. I don't use it much. There's another one. Yeah, that's all right. We're just gonna stand here and do this. I think this is the best way to do it. A little bit too high for him. I ain't seen the Groom yet, even though the Groom is a really wonderful NPC that drops the Total Biscuit top hat, and I need to have it. It's essential for me. Oh, and dead. There we go. Drop nothing. Hey, huzzah! I love it when it drops nothing. That's my favorite. It's a good thing I have this pond right here, because if and when I die, look at that! Nice, right? But if and when I die, I can just respawn, you know, 30 blocks to the right, and I'm good. I get bonked in the head a little bit here, but it's all right. There we go. And a money trough. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Portable piggy bank. And of course, another chum bucket. There ain't no secret formula inside of it, though. Arr, 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 sponge me, boy. Arr, 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 arr. And blood moon's over, which is fine. You know what? That's totally acceptable, because the piggy bank, really, the money trough is what I actually really wanted. So that's cool. I can live with that. All right. Lovely. Well, that was a blood moon. Very, very non-threatening at this stage of the game. It is the truth. I am sorry to say, Terraria, but it is the truth. Zombie arm. We'll add that to the collections. Don't really need it, but we'll add it to the collections, like I said. All right, we are all geared up and ready for action now. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. I got myself lots of bombs, lots of glow sticks, a whole bunch of torches, healing potions, and mana potions. And I am about as ready as I could ever be to explore today. And that is what I'm going to do. Before I go, though, there is one thing that I wanted to do. I haven't done it before. I have a whole bunch of fallen stars that I've collected. And they are used to make mana crystals. And if I'm going to be a mage, well, 60 mana just ain't going to do it. I need to make a whole bunch more. And I think my mana is, in fact, augmented by that. So realistically, I only have 40 because I've only used one of these. I don't remember what the cap is. So we're just going to keep going. 60, I think it's 2 more. I can go up to 200. Nope, I can do more. Oh, 220. Okay, so I have something else that's yeah, okay. Never mind. I think mana crystals are valuable for something, though, aren't they? Here, I'll use the guide to help me for the first time in forever. Yep, band of star power and a repaired mana crystal? Heavy workbench and ectomist? Okay, I didn't even know I could make those. That's cool, though. Neato burrito. So we'll just go ahead and put that back, I guess. And now we're juiced up. So we got full health and full mana. We're ready for action. So the first thing we're gonna do, take our gravitation potion here. And what it's gonna allow me to do is to fly. Huzzah! And I'm going up to the sky to look for something very particular. Right about this layer right here. Right about in the space layer. I'm looking for floating islands. And I'm gonna see if I can find anything good on them, because sometimes they possess valuables. Unless I'm like way too high. I'm gonna find out when I slam into one of them, probably. And then after we're done doing this, because this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, we're gonna check out the other 2 non-world evil biomes, because we looked around in the jungle a good bit. We're gonna go back there. So I'm not really concerned about finding everything there is to find right now. I got a lot of the good stuff. I may end up making myself a mage set too, just to have it on. It's gonna make blowing through the Eater of Worlds a cakewalk, which is fine. It usually is anyway. I don't feel bad about overpowering that guy, because he's already not a threat. My god, this goes way up there. Look at this. Really high up. Okay. But what I would really like to do is go and explore the Arctic, which I have not looked at all yet, and the desert. Because I think I found an entrance to it, and it, believe it or not, is down there, next to the previously mentioned mushroom biome that I completely and totally missed by 10 blocks. It's down there somewhere. We're gonna go look inside that and see if I can find something good. So that's on the agenda for today. And, you know, dealing with whatever else might come. I may go down into the corruption and break a shadow orb, because there's another threshold that I can cross, and I would really, really, really like to get some, we'll call it visitors. Kind of in the same vein as the way that the good old slimes kind of showed up unannounced and just started existing around me. There's another little lovely group of people that could show up, and upon their defeat, they give me some pretty significant valuables. There's a lot of stuff coming once I cross the world evil threshold, you know what I mean? So we're gonna take a look at all that stuff. So that's the game plan for today. Fly around up here, see if I can find a sky island. If I can't, I'm probably just gonna skip to go into the Arctic. Here it is. Hey, we found one, and it's a sky lake, and it's not even of anything of value. That's a shame. Well, these are actually pretty good. There is, I think, sky crates you can get from up here, which are really handy. So I'm going to actually build a way back down because I'm about to lose my gravitation potion anyway. So let's go like this. I don't have any rope, unfortunately. So let's go down. Dropping down. Elevator. Building my way back up. This is gonna take forever. Look at those slimes. They just jumped off. They're pretty dumb. They'll probably be at the bottom waiting for me, yeah. I'm above the Arctic, I think, actually. Yes, I am. Way above it. Farther than I've explored before. So nobody knows what could be beneath me. This is really, really fun. Nope, that's not fun. Anyway, so now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna check the other side. Oops. Oh, this is trippy. Yep. All right, let's try this again. No more pushing buttons. Like I said before, this is not an exact science. Not everything can be known. Oop, we found one. Yes, okay. Much easier to find this than the other one. And I'm hoping that I might be able to get something a little valuable out of this. A balloon. You see, whenever I'd mentioned earlier that nobody wants these in their chests, well, that's what I meant. That's why. Oh, God. Well, see right there. You see that? The slime with the balloon right there? That's it. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that one had a face on it. I didn't even realize that until right now. I've got one. Aha. I've got another slimy friend. I just need this stuff to go away. Go away, Harpy. We hate Harpies. Harpies are terrible. Okay, come back here, you. Stumble. Wait, what did it say? Awkward silence, indeed. Okay, well, but yeah, that's how you could do that. I didn't even realize I was gonna get a friend up here doing this. I honestly had no clue, but good to know. But that's how you could do it if you were an aspiring modder and you wanted to make balloons just something you find out in the atmosphere. Wait for a windy day, and if you go up to the sky and you kill a slime, the balloon will stick around. You can catch it with a bug net. Oh, good. This is here. Okay, well, that's good. Another sky lake, significantly closer than this over here. That's kind of depressing. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Give me a chest with something good in it for once. I don't want a freaking balloon. Damn you, RNG, you've been so kind to me so far. I think the trick is that I'm actively looking for something. If I were to not be looking for something, I would find it. That's the reason, see, I immediately stopped expecting to find one of these, and here it is. I hate everything. I was gonna say, if it's another balloon. Celestial Magnet. Increases pickup range for mana stars. Okay. We've also got some more paintings and all that good stuff, so we're gonna take that. Also, be careful not to put in a torch inside these houses up here, because NPCs will move into them. One will spawn in, and you're not gonna know where it is. And it will be inside of a house in the sky. Also, I'm about to lose my thingy here, so back we go. What? What? Okay. How? I don't know what happened. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm all ears, because that's perplexing. Okay, well, moving on. Blessing from the heavens, I guess that's what that was. A meteorite. Reference constellation. Oh yeah, it's way too big to put up anywhere easily, but it's a bunny, so I don't care. We'll put that up later. Okay, so moving on then. Where shall I go first? I think I will head to the desert first. And if I go down here and follow this path, it'll take me here. And then instead of working my way from the top down, I'm gonna work my way from the bottom up. And we're gonna subvert expectations M. Night Shyamalan style, but actually, you know, good and not absolutely terrible. And I'm gonna find a way in from there to the top. Well, I guess you're probably wondering what that was. Hold on, we're gonna go back up here and take a look at something real quick. So this right here is a unique situation. This pressure plate is connected to that statue. So when I do that, hit that button there, I put a dart trap down there just because. It spawns a skeleton, because this is a skeleton statue. That is why I said that the statues are valuable. Most of them will drop a creature when you actuate them or activate them or whatever the proper word is that corresponds to what kind of statue that it is. And it is not, as far as I know, it wasn't before, it might be now, I don't know. It is not limited to pre-hard mode and hard mode enemies. So if I hook that unicorn statue up to it or a chest statue, it would spawn me a hard mode enemy with the hard mode stats. Very, very unfortunate whenever that sort of thing happens with statues like that, naturally, because that's how I found it. I didn't set it up that way. I have no access to wires yet. I will, but not yet. Whenever it does decide to hook up to a statue that's not so friendly. You can also teleport certain NPCs around with statues too, I believe. So they're pretty handy. And once, again, the reason why I said the heart statues are really nice, whenever you use one of those like that, it'll spawn a life heart, like that you can pick up and get healed by. So you can stack those up next to each other in your boss arenas and get a little bit of a refill every now and again, which is an underused feature in this game. Okay, so here we are, just outside of this lovely area here. I'm gonna use my money trough, you know, super cool little flying piggy bank pet here, and deposit some things in my inventory. And because the desert sucks, and I mean that in a literal way, like it's really, really bad. Like, I made jokes about the Arctic being the worst one ever, but the desert is awful. It is awful. It is harder than every other non-jungle underworld biome. And because of that, I have some pumpkin pie that I grew with seeds that I bought from the Dryad. I'm thinking ahead here. All right, let's get inside of this place here, and like I said, we're gonna work our way around. Ooh, there's lava! Oh, I didn't think I was gonna find it here. That is really high up for lava. Weird. Okay, well, like I said, I'm gonna get a bucket, and with that, I will have constant access to lava. Oop, just like that. Okay. Antlion Swarmer. The bugs. I've already been to the jungle, bug creature. There's no hope for you. Why is there so much lava down here? My god. That is unusual. Diamonds? And awful, terrible, bad, rolly thingies. That's really weird. But there being so much lava is very unusual for this particular height, because nowhere else at this level have I found lava. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe I'm closer to the bottom than I thought I was. I thought I still had a good ways to go yet. All right, so let's work our way around here. I've got lots of bombs I plan to use for the majority of my harvesting. Also, by the way, those roly bastard things, these, precisely why I said this place is worse. All right, because of them. They are literal boulder traps that shoot spikes out whenever they hit you. It's awful. I really hate it. So, this is just terrible. It really is. I'm going down, like I said I wouldn't do. I don't know if you caught that. I don't listen to myself very much, so if you do, I mean, you're the only one. If you listen to me, you're the only one, because I don't even listen to me. Okay, fine. We'll get back on course here. I'm just kind of exploring the areas that are around, kind of get a feel for what there is to see here. Yeah. Reminds me of my Counts Manor Let's Play, and I know the one that made it is a fan of the channel. Okay. You're watching right now. I know you are. You're desert. I'm telling you, that particular part of Counts Manor was the most challenging part. I died so much there. Like, it was brutal. And that's what I'm imagining right now. I'm reminded of it because, you know what, like, when I can freely move around the desert, that's one thing. But damn, it is. The spawn rates are off the chain. All of the creatures in it are very dangerous. Fun fact, though, desert slimes don't want any smoke because, for whatever reason, they are not immediately hostile. It's weird, but it's true. They only attack you if you attack them. Odd, isn't it? Okay, we got desert fossils here. We want these. They drop good things. Ow. I also drop good things when it's not bombs. Oh god, this is a mistake. I thought I was gonna die there. I'm pretty sure desert fossils are the remnants from the long Okay, so anyway, desert fossils are remnants of the long-lost thrower class that, you know, Calamity famously turned into the rogue class. Now it's a ranger class. What is it? A subspecies of the ranger, the Rangerosaurus, also known as the Tyrannosaurus ceratopsosaurus. Little reference for those of you that watch my early access of the Mod of Redemption's largest, newest update. That Let's Play that I did. If you watched it, check it out. I had also made a reference to the Tyrannosaurus back once I was inside of the desert in that Let's Play. Also, Mod of Redemption, fantastic mod. It is amazing. Definitely one of the best, top 3 easily. Some of my favorite music, my favorite boss fights, my favorite themes, my favorite weapons, my favorite non-vanilla classes. I love it all. Just throwing that out there, because I know the developer of that mod is also in my Discord and probably also watches these videos. Fun fact, for those of you that may not know, but I'm aware of it because of course I am, because, you know, I'm vain AF, you know what I'm saying. There has not been a mod that I have played, with the exception of Calamity, that the developer of the mod that I'm Let's Playing hasn't shared my Let's Play in their Discord. Of course, with the exception of Calamity. All of the rest of them, though, and I really appreciate that. That made a really, really big impact on my channel's early growth and development. Very, very lovely community the mod developers are, so if you know a mod developer, tell them regularly how wonderful you think they are, because they do that thanklessly, you ungrateful heathens, you. They cook you a 5-star dinner and then you come back and ask for seconds. Bunch of brats you are, the Terraria community, you don't deserve them. Well, this is a trap. Yep, very obviously. You're silly. It did get me once, though. I will tell you what I haven't gotten got by, and that's a boulder trap. The sand is better at falling on my head than the boulders are. I can catch those. Boulder traps are a lot more obvious, though. Ooh, that was a little weird. Okay. Sandworms. Unfortunately, I really can't do a whole lot with these desert fossils until I find myself an extractinator. It's in the same boat as silt, unfortunately. So, for the time being, I'm just gonna keep collecting them if I can, hunt down some sturdy fossils here, and hoping that I can get the good stuff. I forget what mod it was. There was a mod that required sturdy fossils for something, and I was not able to get them. I don't know what it was, like they wouldn't drop whenever I mined them. It was a bug that really frustrated the hell out of me, I think. I don't remember, though. Been a while. Okay, we gotta work our way up here. Up looks like this way. I love having the blade of grass here because the projectile goes through walls. So I can break those little thingies there, and I don't have to worry about getting anywhere near them to get them out of the way. The cacti, the rolling cacti. Also, yeah, Relogic, that was a really good addition to the game. The desert really needed that. It adds so much to the gameplay. So much. Ow. See, even the spikes are just absolutely fatal. Throw a desert campfire down here because it's been a while since I've put one of those down. I like to leave them spaced out, like, fairly evenly, you know? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. The old pillars, that's what gives it away. All right, let's work my way around the immediate area, see if there's anything good here. You know, the more I use these weapons, the more I'm very convinced that I am going to absolutely pulverize the Eater of Worlds whenever the time comes to finally fight him. He is going to be a total pushover. And with the way things are going, there really isn't anything that I need from him, unfortunately. Oh, wait. I seen him. There he is. The most valuable NPC in the game, the golfer. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna kill him now. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so the cacti hit me for 200, but not the golfer. You silly bitch. Okay, so hello. Thank you for the rescue. If I were trapped out here any longer, I'd have come down with heat stroke. Harry Madison. Is that a reference? Because I don't get it. But yeah, he sells golf and stuff. All right, well, you enjoy sitting down here in the dark and the cold until I get out of render distance here, and you can teleport to my base. Neat, I guess. Did you know that every Terraria NPC has a natural ability to teleport? I bet you didn't know that. In fact, teleportation is a natural biological function. You notice that in this world? Just, you walk away and there's no enemies, and you come back, the room's full of them. Like, they just teleport. It happens. Very, very strange. The more you know, the lore thickens. It's more intense by the day. All right, I'm gonna go back down then to that base. Yep, we don't want to get hit by that. That looks terrible, god-awful bad. Oh, and the golfer's dead. Well, was nice knowing him for 3 seconds. Now he's gonna come back as somebody else. Ball man, return to base. Return to what your original plan was. Stop wandering off into the void and go do something productive. Okay, where is it? Over there, I see it. I'm going. It better be a sandstorm in a bottle. I'm telling you, I don't want anything else. If it's anything else, take it back. All right, big boy, let's get up here. Let's get on up here. All right, and what do we have? Woman statue, we got some pots in there, we got a chest, and it's an ancient chisel, which increases my mining speed. Okay, that's not really what I wanted, but I'm gonna take it. 100%. Okay, bow statue, woman statue. We're gonna drop this down here and go up here. This, we're gonna drink invisibility, drop that. Snakes, I hate snakes. It's a reference, you'll understand it when you're older. I don't know what it is it just because of like how large worlds are, but I have noticed that this world is incredibly lucrative. Like, there's ore everywhere. I'm finding like just tremendous amounts of things everywhere I go, left, right, and center. Is that just like how large worlds are? Is that how they've always been? Because I didn't know that. See, I'm getting beat up down here, I really am. This place is hostile as heck. It really is dangerous. I mean, I'm definitely better prepared than I normally would be. Sometimes I make the mistake of coming down here in the really early game, and this is not an early game biome. This is like post Eye of Cthulhu. You've gotten like at least 300 health, and you've got some decent like mobility here. Like, you gotta be able to jump, you gotta be able to have some attacks that penetrate, and you gotta be able to hook onto walls. Do not come here at the beginning of the game, it is harder than the Arctic. My ideal progression, I would think, is you start out in the overworld and go to the underground. And then I would say the next step up from that, just the regular cavern layer, probably the Arctic. And then on to, I would say that the world evil is like the middle ground, and then I think the desert and the jungle are honestly hard. If you think that swarms of eaters of souls are more dangerous than a swarm of angry antlions, what's your pay? What game are you playing? Because I'd love to give it a try. Ah, not again. Get me out of here. Bad, 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 bad. Ugh. Very bad timing. Outrageous. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about in a place like this because there's not really a lot to see down here. The variety of sort of things you can stumble across in the desert is very, very limited, unfortunately. They did make some changes in 1.4. Oases exist, so, you know, there's always those things to find on the surface. But aside from the regular old pyramids, which I think have pretty much stayed the same for a long time, except for maybe some changes in what can be found in them, you're not really going to see a lot down here, unfortunately. Which is why I think the Remnants mod does such a good job with what it does to this, giving the desert, like, basically the way into the desert is you have to fight through a giant pyramid. And then after you go to the bottom of that and basically get all the cool stuff that you would find in the desert chests, then you get to the underground sort of sand lion cave. It's neat, it kind of changes things up a little bit. Oh look, banana split. Make like a banana and split a zing. I love puns. Hey, we got another hole, and it looks like there is in fact something really good inside of it. There it is, I can see it right there, right in front of me, and there's two somethings, a chest. Oh my god, this is a really nice find. So, we've got the extractinator right there, which like I said is invaluable. A few more potions, we'll chug them down, glug glug. And we've got the chest with another ancient chisel, which really isn't that great, but I have it now, so cool. I could work on maybe a mining set or something like that, something really like blow through the underground as quick as possible type stuff, you know what I mean? And then right here, of course, we have the Bast statue. Increases defense by 5 when placed nearby. Essential for any good mob arena. Now, if I could find something else good down here, you know, anything at all. It's literally been like, this is the new thing that I found. I haven't seen another house since, what? Pretty far away. Excuse me, I was gonna look, but you know, I'm being interrupted by everything. It's been a while. That's the moral of the story. It's been a minute since I found a house. Any kind of structure down here kinda sucks. There are a new kind of bomb down here that's kinda handy. That's the scarab bomb. It's kinda neat. You gotta kinda aim, though. That's the thing that sucks about it. With the other bombs, you just kind of throw them and run away and hope you don't get knocked back into it. The scarab bombs, you gotta aim them just a little wee bit. To give you an example, here we go. See that? See the way I'm facing? Now it'll blow up through. Yeah, see that? Creates a tunnel. Good for making elevators. If you have a whole bunch of them, you can just start dropping them down. They're pretty valuable. Yep, get out of here. Okay, this is a interesting little corridor here. Yep. Oh, here we go. Okay. I think, yep, we're almost back up to the surface. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's keep working our way around. We're almost there, and then I'll have a sort of permanent way back down then. A way that I can come and go easily. Let's take advantage of the scarab bombs then, while I do that. Alright. That really doesn't help whenever you're blowing through the sand itself, but whatever. Oh, this is really lovely, by the way. Yeah, there's just gonna be a giant hole here in the desert forever now. Because I am just gonna mine all the sand. Yep. Okay. Well, lovely. And it's kind of dim outside. I'm wondering if that might be a sign of the day ending or just beginning. By 8 o'clock, I could tell you. I don't. Yep, run away. Alright, let's try this again. How about we try a little bit less of that? There we go. Can kind of go in a straight line here. Might be a little better. That way the sand doesn't just fall on my head and I have to dig a permanent, like, mark in the desert so I can go by. Nope, not that way. This way. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're kind of on the ball here now. We're working our way through. Where exactly is this gonna, like, eventually let me out at, though? Like, is there gonna be an eventual let out? Maybe I just won't ever get out. Maybe it's just kind of like a... there's no entrance. There's no real way for me to get in. At least I didn't see. I crossed this entire desert, but if this is where the antlion den is, then this is the right desert, and in fact might be one of the only ones. There's probably another desert, but it doesn't have one of these under it. At least I don't think it does. Maybe they changed that so now you can always kind of get an antlion den under every desert. It's just a part of it. I didn't think so. Oh god. Well, that's not what I wanted. Well, I'm having trouble here, so we're almost there. We're gonna go down a layer here. Blow it up. Keep moving. Blow it up. I wish they blew up a little faster. That's the only thing that... I mean, I guess they gotta have a little time for you to aim, so I understand why it's a little on the slower end, but... still, you know, make them like manual detonation or something then. And it looks like I was right, it is in fact nighttime. And there's the water, yay! I'm replenishing the desert's water supplies. Huzzah! Well, at least I can get up and down quick until that happens. Okay, we're good to go. Not really exactly what I wanted to do, but you know, I think other than that, flawless execution. Not a problem. I'll mark that there so I'll know that's where I gotta go. Okay, let's go back to the base. I think we did a good bit of looking around in there. Some stuff to deposit with this bass statue down here. A little bit of decorating. Snakes, I hate them. We're gonna go up here. We'll place it in this corner. Decoratives. And then we have the extractinator. So now I gotta take these silt blocks, and I've gotta take, let's see, desert fossils if I can find them. Right there they are. And I gotta use them on it. So that way I can get the valuables that exist inside of them. It's very fun. Also, it looks like, yeah, I can make a ton of mining potions. Now they got the antlion mandibles there, so we're gonna have those. And in conjunction with the ancient chisel, I could probably mine pretty quick with one of those things up there. So with all that stuff sorted away finally here, let's go ahead and use the silt and the desert fossils. Also, this is gonna take a really long time. So, yeah. Get comfortable. We're gonna be here for a minute. Yeah, so I've actually set something down on my left click button right now. I'm not even holding the mouse anymore. I'm just sitting here, letting this go. So, in the meantime, now would be a really good time to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, you know. Tell me what you think about the video. Go down into the comment section. Give me some base building ideas. Whatever you want to do. I mean, by all means. Leave a like. Leave another comment about how I apparently sound like old school Markiplier. My Amnesia the Dark Descent Let's Play has been recorded. I'm just waiting on editing it, so... at the rate that I am, I usually go with editing, it should be done sometime by 2029. You know, so it won't be long, by my standards. I promise that, this is gonna have, a lot of valuables in it, eventually. I mean, I got a lot of gems. If this was the beginning of the game, with all this gold and everything, I'd be pretty happy. This is one of those things that I just got so used to having, like, the quality of life change from, I think it was Fargo's that did it. Oh, I got a platinum! I did. Did you see that? That's why this can be lucrative. That is very rare to happen. But I got one. That is amazing. But, anyways, like I was saying, I've gotten so used to the way Fargo's, I believe, changes this. It just does it at rapid fire. And it's been a part of every single one of my Let's Plays. I always have Fargo's. So, this slowness is something I am not used to. But hey, there's the luck, though. I got a platinum out of it, so, you know, that's really, really good, actually. I think I'm up to almost 2 now, then I might have beyond that by the time we're done here. Also, another thing, if you have any ideas how to make this crafting area better functioning, let me know, because I've looked up videos for how to make a really nice, compact base crafting building. And all of them make my head hurt so badly. So, oh, it's almost over. Like I said, if this was the beginning of the game, I would be ecstatic right now. A whole platinum out the gate, all these gems for different kinds of gem staves and robes if I was gonna be a mage. Yeah, would have been really nice. And all the ore even, just to craft, like I could have got like a couple of, I think I could have got a gold pickaxe out of this even. I would have just begun the game and that's it, done deal. Okay, now to do the desert fossils, yay. Here we go again. Hold on, wait, position this here. There we go. Looks like I'm putting it into the guide. This stuff pretty much does the exact same thing, except I think there is a higher chance for gold and platinum. You can get a pet very, very rarely, and you get sturdy fossils, which, like I said, are used to craft the old fossil armor and all that good stuff. A little bit less of these. I'm surprised that, if you think about it, every biome has a version of this. You know what I mean? Except for, like, 2 of them. So, the desert has fossils. The underground, the caverns, just have silt. The Arctic has slush. Why doesn't the jungle have anything? Like, you could do, like, I don't know, peat or something like that. You know what I mean? Like peat moss. Like, what is it? Decomposed plant matter? Pretty sure that's what that is. They farm that stuff in Ireland, I believe. It's kind of cool if you ever watch the videos about it, them, like, people, like, farming that stuff out. It's oddly satisfying. But the jungle should have something that you can put into an extractinator. You should. Alright, so we're done with that already. That was kind of a lot better. But not really a whole lot out of it, unfortunately. So, moving on back into it, I guess. The alternate ores are in there if you wanted to craft the other sets or whatever. Copper, tin, iron, silver, what is it? Platinum, because we got gold this time around. It's the OGs, you know what I mean? Except for the platinum. Platinum's the only one that isn't. Alright, so can I craft anything? I have a fossil pickaxe, which is as good as a gold pickaxe, but it doesn't say I can mine meteorite with it, which is weird because it has the same pickaxe power. Amber staff, really good. Bone throwing knife, bone javelin. Fossil plate, that's the old fossil set, which, like I said, was originally a ranged thing, or a thrower class thing, with these bone javelins and throwing knives, but they changed the damage to ranged and reworked the set bonus. They did the same thing with the ninja set, too. I think originally that was a thrower thing, too. They changed it. I think the ninja set also is a ranger thing now. I don't think I'll make any of it, at least not for anything other than, like, just purely decorative. And I don't really have a lot of fossils to do it anyway. How many do I actually have? Where did it go? 61. 25, what is it, 20, that's 45, 60, I think? So actually I could in fact make the entire set if I wanted to. But it looks like it has about the same defense as a gold set, so... which is weird because I think you need at least a gold pickaxe in order to mine it, so you'd already have gold. I don't know. I could be wrong though, very, very good possibility of that. I know the amber staff is really good. The desert does have a lot of really good weapons and items in it. I just, you know, I didn't find them all because I'm not lucky. I wonder what about the jungle set here. Can I make the both of these? I'm gonna make at least the shirt. Oh, and I can make the helmet too. So we'll grab that and the jungle hat. And like I said, I think the set bonus, yes, it does in fact work with the ancient cobalt. So I have that. I'm going to put the gold set on, just because it looks nifty. So, I have just in fact realized that I have been recording for a significantly longer amount of time than I originally had thought that I was. Yeah, we're not going to the Arctic in this episode, unfortunately. I have been recording for a very, very long time. What I am going to do is I'm going to go back to the desert. And, not going to be a whole lot of rambling and a ravening. But I'm gonna be looking around for some other things, because there's some stuff from the desert that I do want. You know, why not? I was gonna do it off camera, but you know what? Well, I've got you here captive. I might as well just keep going. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go back to the desert, and I'm gonna explore around. Hopefully I can find something good. Oh yeah, I was very correct. With the mining potion on into that ancient chisel, I am mining really fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh look, there's another one of those mysterious demonic altars. Yeah, you gotta hit those with hammers every time, I swear. I would, but I'm on a diet, so I can't. I'm really trying to stay away from that. But you should do it, you know what I mean? You should do it. It'll be good for you. Because you're not on a diet, you look great. Okay, there's a little trick to kinda, it sort of gives away that you're near a base down here, is that I've got the Bast defense right now, which is the buff that Bast statue provides to me. And yet I am nowhere near one, which means that somewhere in this area, well, either close or far, there is a house with at least, you know, another bass statue inside of it. So, you know, could be handy. Good to use to track them. I just gotta find the thing, and hopefully I can find something else good inside of the chest that is also inside of that house. See, I found more heart crystals in the mushroom biomes than I have down in these places here. Like, everything about the desert is just so unbearably challenging. It's like they had to do that to make up for the fact that there's no boss for it. Oh, there we go. We found a house. It isn't the one that I had gotten the buff from, so there's another one up above, but there we go. Storm Spear. That's nice. Pretty good melee weapon here. Shoots out a little projectile. Would have been really good to fight the Eye of Cthulhu with that. Also very effective against the Brain of Cthulhu as well. Something to take note of. All right, so I want to go back up then, because that means there's another chest up there somewhere. Another room at least, so as soon as I see the buff pop up, I'm into money. Oh, there we go, we found it. Alrighty. And once again, it's got an extractinator in it. It looks like the exact same kind of house that I found last time, with other things in it. Bird statue, bass statue, another extractinator. We'll take it all, because I love junk. And in here is another ancient chisel. Yay, I'm so glad that I found another one. Hooray. Huzzah. Wow, look at this world gen. This is definitely bizarre. I've noticed an awful lot of this since I generated this world. I don't know if it's just the way they might have revamped the world generation, but a giant pit like this in the desert is very unusual. Usually the majority of the desert is absolutely nothing but giant, endless, just caverns of very, very tightly woven together antlion holes. Maybe it's because this is on the edge. There is a possibility, I guess. Either way, though, very, very nice. Oh, wow. Oh my god, look at that. It's like a lava river down here. That is something. Why is there so much lava here? I'm not that deep down, am I? I just wish I could find something in this biome besides super weird, quirky world generation. Certainly have a lot of antlion mandibles, so I'm not really worried about mining speed anymore. That's for sure. Pretty much got that squared away for the rest of the game. Been going so long, I found the bottom of the desert. Gotta love it. Oh, I can just see myself going off into the void on some bizarre adventure in a complete wrong area. Don't do it. Don't listen to the allure of the side tangent. It's too powerful. Oh my god, finally we have another house. And, okay, a Thunder Zapper, which is decent magic weapon. Decent. Okay, good staff. Not as good as a Zappinator, but it exists, so that's good. Oh, what was that? Did you see that? Oh, I found it. Oh, that is neat. So quick stacking in nearby chests can drop it out into wild chests. And it's a Thunder Zapper. Huzzah! Not what I wanted, but okay, whatever. We're done with this place. I have had enough. I have had enough of this place. No longer do I wish to exist in the desert. I have had it. Goodbye, cruel world. And one more time, we will play this little mini game. And I think after all that is said and done, I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Yeah, like I said, I have been recording for quite an awful long good while. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go to the ice biome right now. I definitely plan to. That'll probably be in the next one. We'll get a look around down there. I promise eventually progress will happen. It will occur. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. My god, that was a slog through hell. And that's all there is to say about that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. So once again, thank you so much. If you made it through this, I'm sure what will be a very long video. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Once again, I'm still asking for base design ideas. I wanna have a place put up for all the NPCs, with the exception of the Hallow, because I can't really do anything about that right now, other than maybe predict where it might end up going. I will have that all done before I defeat the Wall of Flesh and move on to hard mode, so I want to have that taken care of. So, give me some ideas. Let me know what you think. Some cool things. I have a few things in mind. I don't know what I'm going to add around to actually building them, because, you know, it's normal mode, and normal modes, you know, I can't cheat the resources in. So it's going to take a while. I'm very limited with what I can build. So, with all that said and done, finally, I'm going to call it an episode here. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, I hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.